on, guys? My name is Brandon, and today you're watching the first video on my channel, Watch and Unwind. So thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk to you guys about field watches. Now if you're just getting into watch collecting, you might not know what a field watch is, so we're going to have to start there. A field watch is a simple military style watch without many complications. In other words, a field watch is a simple tool watch designed to tell the time and not do much else. Field watches first became popular in World War II when they were worn by soldiers on the battlefield. Since being able to keep accurate time on the battlefield could literally mean the difference between life and death, these field watches had to be highly robust and accurate. As one would think, the battlefield can get quite dirty, so these watches had to be both dust-proof and have some form of water resistance. These watches were predominantly stainless steel, but they didn't come on a metal band like what you think of most watches might come on today, or a leather strap. Instead, they came on a durable canvas and nylon strap. If you hit the online marketplace, you can still find a lot of these vintage style watches today. Here's a look at one so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Vintage watch collecting isn't for everybody though. There's a lot of factors to consider. I'll get into that on another video, but I do not recommend going vintage for your first field watch. This video is going to be directed at new watch collectors, and everybody has a different budget. So I'm going to touch on 3 timepieces in 3 different price categories. The first watch I want to show you guys is the Timex Expedition Scout. This watch comes in at 40 millimeters and has about 50 meters of water resistance. That means you shouldn't take it swimming, but rain and sweat shouldn't be a problem. Now this watch comes on a green nylon strap, and I for one think it looks really great. The green strap and the black face really give this watch that military feel and look. You can pick up this watch for around $40 on Amazon.com, and you can even find it at your local Walmart. Now if you're already an established collector, I gotta let you guys know, this watch is not an automatic, it's a quartz. I know that can be a deal breaker for some of you guys, but if you're just getting into collecting as a hobby, you're probably not gonna mind. I definitely think if you're not ready to commit more money to some of the other timepieces on this list, then the Timex Expedition Scout is going to make a great choice. The next watch I want to talk about is from a brand that I really love, and it's a brand that you should get familiar with if you want to start watch collecting. Now that brand is Hamilton. Now Hamilton makes a lot of really cool military style watches for a very nice price point. The watch I want to talk about today is the Khaki Field. Now this watch is coming in at 10 times more expensive than the Expedition Scout at around $400. But for that increase in price, you're getting an increase in quality as well. The movement inside of this watch is a Swiss ETA manual wind, so you're getting more for your money. No increase in water resistance though, so you're not going to want to take this watch swimming. Now the soldiers who wore these watches originally back in World War II would have had similar hand-wound movements. They would have had to periodically wind their watch throughout the day. The hand-wind movement of this watch really adds a lot of character. Now the finishing and detailing on this watch is also far superior to the Timex. And that's not a knock on Timex, but I think that just reflects the price difference between these two pieces. Hamilton is a very well-respected brand, and you really can't go wrong with this watch. I own a Hamilton field watch myself, although it's a different model, and I absolutely love it. Here are a couple shots of it. This watch is called the Hamilton Khaki Field Titanium. It has a few very distinct features that set it apart from the original watch. I'm going to do a few reviews of this watch on my channel where I get into all the details of this watch and the little quirks, so stay tuned for that. Now moving on to my next piece, I want to talk about the Tudor Ranger. If you're not familiar with Tudor, they're actually a sister company to a brand you probably have heard about, Rolex. Tudor's going to have all the same quality as Rolex when it comes to finishing, detail, the bracelet, the dial as Rolex, but it's going to have a different movement under that case. I mean, the whole reason why Tudor was formed in the first place was so that Rolex could sell their watches at a more affordable price point in order to get a bigger market. These early Tudor watches were literally made from spare Rolex parts. You could even find Tudor watches from this era with the Rolex logo on the bracelet or crown. It's pretty cool. These early watches look pretty much identical to the Rolexes, but today the watches have really taken a turn and have an identity of their own. The Ranger is the most expensive watch on the list, coming in at $2,625. But with that increase in price, you're really getting superior quality, finishing, in a brand with a lot of heritage. This watch comes in with 150 meters of water resistance, so it's the most robust watch on today's list. With 150 meters of water resistance, swimming is not going to be an issue with this watch. Although you're going to want to take it off that leather strap and put it on a NATO or a durable rubber strap. Speaking of which, let's talk about that strap. So this watch is reminiscent of a watch that Tudor made in the late 1960s, and that's the Tudor Ranger. And I think this leather strap really does a good job of making it look like a piece from that time period, increased case size aside. But I also really like this watch on that camouflage fabric strap. It gives this watch a totally different look and feel. The Tudor Ranger is also the only automatic watch on today's list, and it features the ETA calibre 2824, which is a proven workhorse of movement and comes with over 30 hours of power reserve. Now this watch is also going to do something else that no other watch is going to do on this list, and that's retain a lot of its value. Now I just checked the marketplace, and these watches are going from around $2,000 to $2,400 right now. You can dish out the money now for this piece, and you have to sell this watch at a future date, or if you want to trade up, that's not going to be an issue. Now those are 3 options that I think make a really great field watch if you're a new collector. But there's a lot of other brands that could have featured on today's video. These are just a couple ideas for you guys. Personally, I really like that Tudor Ranger. It is the most expensive watch on this list, but like I said, it's going to retain some of that value. Now value isn't everything when it comes to buying a field watch, but it certainly doesn't hurt. This watch looks so good, and it's made so well. If it can retain its value, then why not? But the Timex Expedition Scout and the Hamilton Khaki Field really are 2 great timepieces, so you can't really go wrong with any of the choices on today's list. And if you're new to watch collecting, it might be a big plus that the Timex Expedition Scout and the Hamilton Khaki Field are so affordable. Because after all, if you're a new collector, you might feel kind of bad beating up the Tudor Ranger when it costs as much as a used Honda Civic. But I want to hear what you guys think. In starting this channel, I really want to get a dialogue going with viewers. So let me know in the comments below a couple of your picks of what you think would make a great field watch for a first-time buyer. And just let me know if there's any other watches or topics that you think I should talk about on this. I really want to thank you guys for watching. It means a lot to me. Please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Give me a couple of thumbs up. It would really help out the channel. The more this channel grows, the more content I'll be able to share with you guys. So it means a lot. Thanks so much. See you next time.